you like compact and uncomplicated games, if you like methodical mecha melees, if you like a bit of fan service with your robot beatdowns, then buy Smashing the Battle. Developed and published by HG Games in 2016, this game doesn't try to be more than what it is. Cute girls in powered armor busting up rampaging robots with giant blunt objects. Nothing complicated here. Fight robots, collect loot, go through short levels of increasing difficulty. At first glance, you might think Smashing the Battle is just Devil May Cry, but Mecha Musume, but that would be wrong. This game is not a crazy combo-centric character action game. This is a much more methodical melee. The attacks are intentionally limited, and the controls are purposefully stiff. You are in powered armor after all. Rather than chopping up circuits with a million slashes, higher level play relies on luring enemies into the right position and smashing flocks of foes in one fell swoop. The enemy design also fits this desired game flow. Most of the enemies are roughly the same speed as you, and are melee based. The long-range enemies are mostly immobile, and the enemies that are faster than you are extremely close range. This means the primary sound strategy is literally running circles around the slower enemies, drawing in the faster enemies, then dropping a magnet to put them all together and crushing the entire crowd of crazed cybernetics. This often results in what the game calls a massive kill, which is usually a level goal. To do this, you'll need to utilize all of the abilities at your disposal, from dodges to magnets to mines to a souped up wrench attack. The two characters have fairly different playstyles, even if the basic strategy for both doesn't really change. Each character's core abilities can be upgraded, although this is a fairly grindy experience. Each character also has multiple unlockable suits, each with its own buffs. The suit bonuses stack on top of the purchasable upgrades. Each of the suits has a fairly saucy design, but nothing too far beyond the realm of bikini armor. The only other unlockables are art, and that's about it. There are two separate stories that somewhat cross over with each other, but neither one is exactly Shakespeare. It does at least provide comprehensible reasons for the mecha melee, but to be honest, if they just said, "This is a game show in the future," it would be just as viable. The story could also use a few hours of editing, as there are typos and awkward phrases in more than a few places. The story is clearly not the point, as it flies by fairly quickly, even with two separate threads to finish. After the story mode, there's the challenge mode, which has dozens of missions that place various conditions for completion. The music and sound effects are there. They're not the greatest, but they're inoffensive. The lone standout track is the title music, which implies a different genre of game. At its core, Smashing the Battle knows what it is, what it's not, and makes no apologies for either situation. If you're looking for a slower paced, methodical leaning robot rumble being carried out by bouncy babes in battle armor, pick this up.